come out and support the girls as well. And you know, it's a true blessing from heaven, because be able to give back, it sends a good feeling to you. You know what I mean? When you know you can help somebody that is in need,
right,
that really needs it. You know, that's fantastic, and I'm just glad that I can be a part of it.
I must give you kudos, Mr. Bass, because not just in your golf, you give back to the community of Somerset or throughout the island, not just through your golf classic, but even in football. Just the other day, you brought in the West Ham Academy with Rick Richardson and others, and your administrators. You're always giving something back to the community, and I think that needs to be acknowledged, that how a former professional is still giving something back to the community in Bermuda. Much of it, you know, you don't hear much about it. I'm not saying that we have a lot of professionals in Bermuda, but you're still working and thriving on young people, male, female, black and white. You're still giving something back, so kudos to you.
Well, I appreciate that, Ian, and as I've said, when I was a young person, people gave to me. You know, there are many players that was the important part of playing cricket so young in Bermuda in those days, because I never had boys' leagues, you know, or competitions with boys. I had to play with men when I was like 12, 13 years old. So it gave me a good grounding. And hey, they would tell you when you were right or you were wrong, and they would correct you when they had to. So all those people, from Calvin Bummy Simons to Lloyd James, Buckju Swan, Carl Swan, Friday Bremer, all these people, if they don't know, they had a part in my development as a sportsman, because I learned so much from these people. Charlie Dolphin, we could keep my dude, he's gonna kill me when I see him too. As the water truck from Somerset, used to be the wicket keeper.
That's for my time.
John Stubble. Yeah, all these guys, Woodgate Simmons, you know, Mackey, you know, all these people I was around as a young person, so it helped to shape me, and it makes me want to give back because of what they done for me when I was playing, you know. So, you know, I think it's nice in our little society, for all the problems that we have, and it's more compared to other parts of the world that I've been. But if we can get everybody involved in doing something positive, you know how sweet this place would be. When I had these little boys here 2 weeks ago, and they came in on the late flight from England, and they got here, they couldn't see the water. When they woke up and saw the water the next morning, they couldn't believe it. They thought they had died and gone to heaven. They said, "Is that water?"
Wow.
Yes, it's water, you know, and they couldn't believe it, you know, because they come from areas in England where you got to fight to get out, you know, it's tough. And for them to be here and helping to develop our boys, hopefully, you know, that's what it's all about, you know, giving back. And we have a great relationship with them right now. I mean, they're gonna be back next year.
Good.
You know, so if we can take somebody there, hey, that'd be great. It's up to the guys. You know, we only can afford them the opportunity, but they have to go get it. You know?
That's for sure. Sure.
Did you see the manager leaving at the end of the season? West Ham. Was there any talk of that?
There wasn't much talk, but the fans weren't happy.
Right.
So you have to please the fans, and the fans are what puts your money into the bank, you know, by their upbringing. And I felt sorry for him because he done what he had to do. That was to keep us up. You know, but you have to think of the fans, and that's what the directors are doing right now, because the fans went after them. So they brought somebody in, Pellegrini. Hopefully he's going to be able to turn it around. And I hope he's able to go to City and get one or two of the older players to come there. I hear they're talking about Yaya Toure. I would have him now. I would take him.
Become available,
they tell me he's already spoke to the Argentinian boy, and he's told him it's a good place to come. So let's see what happens. You know, I hope he does well, because he seems a very nice fella. And
well, you can play him center half.
Who's that?
You can play Yaya at center half, eh?
No. Why? Hey, you don't only play with your feet when you play football.
I get that. Yeah, that too.
It's not like Treasure Field, just go, you know.
I get it. I get it. That's why I asked. He's going to play center half?
They'll find a pace for him.
A little slow.
Yeah, but I'm saying he might not have the pace, but mentally, brain-wise,
I get that.
That will still work. I mean, you're probably not going to want to see him being a person from Liverpool because
no, it's not.
You know, we might be able to come there and shake you up this year if we get somebody like him. You know?
Yeah, use him as my goalkeeper. Use him as my goalkeeper.
One thing you want, if West Ham do get him, the one thing they won't have to worry about is the African nations.
No.
Because he wouldn't go there, so that he'll be there for the entire season.
He won't get selected. He won't get selected for the African.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But they won't have that worry where in years going by, teams have had to figure out what they're going to do for the month of January and February.
We have a problem with that because you have a lot of African players. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully it all works out for us.
Yeah. Well, there was talk of the English taking a winter break. They were discussing it. That's supposed to come into play next year, I believe. Not this season coming, the following season. They're really talking about the FA was in agreement of it. So
my thing is that when you're making £300,000 a week,
it ain't
I
no
can't
break,
afford
mate.
to take a break.
Ain't no break.
And that's what some of the guys are making now.
Right.
So if you're gonna see what's happening with us in England right now, we're allowed a lot of the people from the continent to come and tell us
start dictating
what to do.
Yeah.
You want to play in our league? You adjust to our league.
Right.
Don't come and bring your rules in our league. Our league is playing frantic football week in and week out. I was telling two young boys the other day up at Boundary watching the game, and he was telling me about Barcelona and Real Madrid. I said, yeah, they're very good teams, but who did they play against each week?
Yeah.
I mean, the only frantic games they had when they play against one another.
Right.
The rest of it is just a walk through, you know. So, but in England, the team at the bottom beat the team at the top.
Right.
You know, the team at the top doesn't come every day game, and that's the difference in the leagues. You know, so
that's proven.
I like the English league because it's excitement. I get my money's worth.
Right.
Any final comments from either one of them? Because I got another guest we got to speak to.
I would just enjoy them. Come and enjoy the tournament on Saturday.
Sure.
If you're going to be there and they're not doing nothing, come and have a look.
All right.
The most I can do for you is probably give you lunch if you're not going to play golf.
No construction needed at Belmont. So Ian and Earl will be on the side.
No construction needed. That's
you're
true.
going to be there. You're going to come.
I'll be there.
It's
come and
possible.
have a look.
Yeah,
come and have a look.
Yeah,
There's no games on Saturday, so
I know.
come and have a look. World Cup's in 13 days, isn't it?
Yeah, July 14th.
Is that
June 14th, I'm sorry. June 14th.
That's the first game?
First game. That's on a Thursday. Russia. Russia and Egypt. No, I'm just kidding. It's Russia and someone. I forget.
Okay.
I just said Egypt because of Mo Salah. That's why I said that. But thanks, gentlemen, for joining us.
Pleasure.
Not a problem.
Nice
and you're always welcome back to Inside
you
Sports
my
Talk Radio
friend,
anytime.
Mr. Bazin, St.
Bazin.
George's.
Yes.
And
I'm going outside, put some red and blue on the scarf.
There you go. There you go. We'll be back with Dave Wolf after this.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Not a problem.
Are you going to pick mommy up now?
You got the number for Dave Wolf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to give him a call.
All right, guys.
Cool.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I'm here looking at
Hey,
it.
I'd like to talk to you again, boy. For Peach Street. Yeah.
Another one. Looking at him now, the bottom of my neighborhood.
Before something.
Yeah.
Our train is good.
When you leaving?
I would
yeah, we
leave
said
in
the
July
date.
2nd, so like late June.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. I've got your number.
You better get some sponsorship for yourself, too.
Yeah. I have.
You
That's
got sponsors?
private. I'm just saying it's.
I got
money,
you right here last. Got you standing by my cousin here.
Ian.
Yeah. That's my mama's brother.
Ian.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Get
That's
something
like
out,
my
man.
first.
Yeah,
That's like my first second cousin.
Private though. Yeah.
These crowd here, well, these guys put so much in
And give nothing in return. Nothing in return.
Yeah, that's all. That's all family there. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
of
my
course.
people.
Okay.
I stay right up low here.
Yeah. I know
right
you.
next
Right
to
on
Keith.
the
Right next to Keith
There's
there.
So you're the one
Dave's
that's
brother,
news report every time I
Dana,
come and
right?
see a new sign. Because every time I
That's
drive
actually him
by,
right here.
every time I drive by,
Yeah, give him a call. Give Dave. I gotta give Dave a call.
Yeah. Be clear this here.
Now I'm going to see you guys later.
Okay.
Hey,
Cool,
thank you very much.
Behave yourself.
I always do
Keep
my
out of trouble.
best.
Say hello to mom.
I would definitely do that, mate.
Okay. Mr. Bates.
How and Money are going to be
Man,
next month.
Alright, cool, man.
tell them I'm going to put ankle bracelets on them too.
I'll tell
see you,
him.
buddy.
All right, mate.
Okay.
Take care.
All right.
Okay.
We gotta call you.
Let me give you mine because I'm gonna make a quick call out. But I'll give you my number. 777 2929. Yeah. Sure.
What time is it? It's game time. More opportunities to win.
Yes.
Sports betting
Yes, I know. I'm so sorry too, brother mom. Yeah, definitely give me a call this evening.
And Main Road, Somerset.
Okay, lovely.
Okay,
bye-bye.
You got that number, right?
Yeah.
And Sunday, for more details, visit GameTime.pm or 4296-3222. Game Time. We play, we pay. Game Time is a socially responsible gaming establishment.
Premier Health is a smart health insurance plan that does most of the thinking for you.
He got his intro for Dave Wolf, right?
US network providers, 24/7 worldwide support.
Yes,
And
Mr. Wolf, how you doing?
Providers who are registered online.
All right, right,
Most
got
60% of claims are settled in 5 days, often without paperwork.
just
Less
get me to pull you
paperwork
up in
cuts
2
errors,
seconds.
delays, and costs.
So more of your premium goes towards generous benefits.
Premier Health. Smart health insurance feels good.
Call Colonial on 296-3200.
CCIGroup.com.
The advanced polls for travelers and incapacitated voters for constituency 22 Paget East will be held at the Bermuda College Student Center Paget, and for constituency 25
where is it
at Bright Temple AME Church, Warwick, on Thursday, May 31st, 2018, between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. For more information on how you can obtain an advanced
Fit for Life? It's got
please
Fit for Life.
visit our Facebook page or website at elections.gov.bm or contact us at 293-VOTE.
Plan to attend the ultimate family-friendly event of the year, the 21st Annual Rubber Duck Derby on Sunday the 3rd of June from noon till 5. This charitable event will be held at St. Town Square at Morgan's Island and will feature raffles, merchandise, bakery stalls, food vendors, entertainment, kiddieland, and much more. And of course, the duck races. Don't miss the opening ceremony at 1 o'clock.
Hold on 1 sec, Drew. Come right on the air.
Hospice and Agape House. Be there. Lindo's, why go anyplace else? This month, we're featuring more of the superb items from the ever-widening range of Indian Heritage skincare products.
Usually Bassett will write them down for me too, because I usually see them right there in the
But if you're doing